In this video, I'm going to talk about labeling chords. That'll be on your first homework for Unit 4. So basically, there's two ways to label a chord. There is the Roman numeral and there's the chord symbol. Chord symbols are more what you see in pop music. So we know that there's always a key. There's a specific key signature. In each of these keys, we have specific chords that go with that key. And labeling these chords just makes it easier when there's a band getting together, playing things together. It's much easier just to say, oh, you need to play a B minor chord here, than to have to look and have it spelled out, especially if you're playing guitar, piano, things like that. So here are some labelings that I have here, and let me explain. We said that we're in D major because we have two sharps. And so in D major, you can build a chord on each of the scale degrees. So here we built one on D. So D is the first scale degree, E is the second scale degree, F is the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. On D, we built our little snowman. In each of these chords, you build the snowman like we've done before. And then you figure out what the quality of the chord is. So here we have a D to an F sharp. Remember that the key signature is here. So always remember that the F and the C are going to be sharped in this key. Don't forget that, the key signature is put in place. So D to F sharp is a major third. F sharp to A is a minor third. If we have a major third on the bottom and a minor third on top, that means that it's going to be major. So the chord symbol would be D major. You put a capital M if it's major and a lowercase m if it's minor. So that's why we have D capital M. And then it's built on the first scale degree. So that means that it's going to be a 1 chord because you put the Roman numeral that fits with the scale degree that it's built on. So this is built on scale degree 1, therefore it's a 1. This is built on scale degree 2, therefore it's a 2. And the Roman numerals are the same Roman numerals that you would see in a reading or if you were to make a paper outline, things like that. So nothing fancy. The only thing that's different about them is the lowercase and uppercase and sometimes symbols that we might need to add. So continuing on, we have an E to G, which is a minor third, and then we have a G to a B, which is a major third. So if we have minor third on the bottom and major third on top, it would be E minor, which is the chord symbol, and then it would be a minor 2 Roman numeral. For this one, we have A sharp, F sharp to A, which would be a minor, and then we have A to C sharp, which would be a major, so we have a minor on bottom, major on top, therefore it's F sharp minor and a minor 3. So that continues on for all of these chords. You do the same thing. The only one that's a little bit different because it's not major or minor is the 7. So let's look at the 7 real quickly. We have a C sharp, E, and a G. C sharp to E is a minor third. E to G is also a minor third. So therefore, we have a minor third on top of a minor third. That means that it's diminished. The little diminished symbol is a little degree symbol like that. So instead of putting an M, you put a degree symbol saying that this is C sharp diminished. For the Roman numeral, you're going to lowercase like you would a minor, and then you're going to put that diminished symbol there. Now, there's a chart that will be in the PDF file that I've uploaded in the written notes that shows you what the common qualities are for chords in major versus minor keys. So you definitely want to look at that because it'll make things a lot easier for you. But real quickly, let's look at the difference between minor and major. So here we have D major. Now we have D minor over here, which means that we have 1 flat for our key signature. You build on the same scale degrees like here, but the chords are different because the key signature is different. So for example, we have D to F, which is a minor third, and then we have F to A, which is a major third. So this is a minor below a major third, which means that it's minor. So this would be a minor 1, which is why we have the lowercase Roman numeral as opposed to the uppercase over here. Then we have E, G, B flat. E to G is a minor third. G to B flat is a minor third. So therefore we have a diminished chord here again. So we have E diminished, which would be a 2 diminished here, and so on and so forth. So one thing that is a little different that you won't encounter too often, but for augmented chords, we use the little plus symbol. So I'll show you. Let's say that I tell you that I want you to analyze this chord right here. So you know that's a C, E, and G sharp. C to E is a major third, E to G sharp is also a major third. So now we know that it's an augmented chord. So if you were to use the chord symbol, you would do C and then a plus, like that. If we need to put the Roman numeral, we would need to know what the key is, first of all. So there's no sharps or flats in this key. I didn't put a key there. So that means that we're in the key of C. So if we're starting on C, that would be the first scale degree. So this would be a 1, and then we put a plus symbol like we did before to show that it's a 1 augmented. So here's another example about what you might see on your homework. So I might say that we're in the key of E major. Tell me what this chord is. And you would have to tell me what the chord is. Either I'll ask for a chord symbol or Roman numeral. So if I wanted a chord symbol, all you would do is say C sharp minor, because C sharp to E is a minor third, then E to G sharp is a major third. So we know this is a minor chord, and the root is C sharp. So it's C sharp minor. The root is always going to be what the name of the chord is going to be. And to get the root, make sure that you always have the chords put into thirds. For example, if I just give you A, F, D, this is a chord, but it's not put into thirds, so we need to figure out what the root is in order to tell what kind of chord it is. So if we put it into thirds, that means that it's every other pitch. So let's rearrange this. If I had F, D, and A, F to D is not every other, so therefore it doesn't work. Now let's try D, F, A. That is every other, because we've got D skipping E to F, skipping G to A. So therefore this is in thirds, which tells me that D is the root. Now let's figure out what the quality is. D to F is a minor third, F to A is a major third. Minor third below a major third means that it's a minor chord. So the chord symbol would be D minor. Okay? So back over here, we want to figure out what the Roman numeral would be. Remember that you have to use the scale degree that it's built on in order to know what the Roman numeral is. So, if we're in E major, we're going to write out the letter names in order of E major. So we start on E because that's the name of the key. So E, F, G, A, B to C. How many letters do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's built on the 6th scale degree, which means that it's a 6. And it's a lowercase 6 because it's C sharp minor. That's all you're going to need to know for labeling chords. And that should be all that's on your first homework. Good luck!